Hey there, Magic Maker. It's Deb D here for your Witch Wednesday. Today we're going to tune into the beautiful moment which is lining up for us right now. It's on its way. On Friday we have our first new moon of this astrological new year. So our Astro New Year began at the equinox on about the 20th of March, where we all started a new chapter, and now we get the official astrological lineup of it's go time. So our new moon coming up is in the sign of Aries. Aries is fire. Aries is movement forward, and Aries is the archetype of the warrior. Like, I'm going to fight for what I want. I'm going to go after it. Going for it. And the universe and the sky and all of the energy available to you is lining up right now to get you set to step on up and push the go button. So this new moon is lining up in this perfect harmony of let's launch, let's go for it. And part of that is it's the first new moon of the astrological new year. Part of that is Aries, warrior, fire, forward. I'm going to go for it. I am going for it. And part of that is also what else is happening this year. So our first new moon of our astrological new year is also in a beautiful alignment, which we've been in for a few weeks now. All planets are direct. So all the movement is forward, and it has been for a while. By the time we get to the end of April, Pluto begins it. Pluto goes retrograde just before we end April. Then we move into eclipse season. Oh my wild cards. I'll be here to talk about that when all of that happens. But for now, what you want to be tuning into is Astro New Year, Aries. All planets are direct. It's go time. So tune into this, Magic Maker. Tune into, what do I want to launch? What is something in me that I feel ready to move in that direction or make that change for myself? For when we do these big moves, the universe comes in to say, yeah, let's play. Plus, you're at the beginning of an astrological new year, which means that intention is going to be supported throughout this year. As you move through each of the new moons, as you move through the full moons, you can, Magic Maker, set an intention for yourself now that you will unfold over all of the new moons to come for this astrological year. I mean, you could think that big. What's the big go button in my world right now? So just kind of feeling into that for yourself with what that might be, knowing it's go time. The universe says, launch now, planets direct, fire energy, fresh, let's go. And there's something else here. This is also, I think, a part of the underbelly of the beautiful secret, no, it's not secret, it's like you got to dig for it a little bit, magic available with this moon. There's the sun and the moon are lining up in Aries. That's what happens at our new moon. But they're also lining up with Chiron. Now, you may not know much about Chiron. Chiron is one of the planets that doesn't get spoken about a lot. It's not one of the big major players. It's not your Mercury or your Jupiter or your Mars. But it is an influence for us. And Chiron is the planet known as the wounded healer. So Chiron brings us those like soul lessons, those healing lessons. This is what Chiron is bringing forward. And Chiron is lining up now, and this particular alignment is actually lining up the healing has happened. So sometimes Chiron will come up to say to us, you need to pay some attention to this part of your area of your life because there's some healing needed here. Or, you know, how we have these patterns in our lives where it's like, I'm always seem to be figuring out this part of me. That's kind of like lining up with Chiron energy. Whereas what's happening now with this particular moon is the healing has happened. So just breathe that in, Magic Maker, for, as you know, whoa, the last couple of years have been intense and we've had layers of transformation and healing and shifting and changing. Then the beginning of this year was a little bit retrograde and everything not quite lining up. And then we had this kind of settling in with all the planets going direct. And now what Chiron is saying is the work that was needed, you have done. The healing has happened. And it may not feel like that to you, or it may very much so. But what I would like you to receive, Magic Maker, is this. What if you just move forward towards that go button with itchy nose, with an internal alignment of, I don't need to continue to go over that same wound. I can let it go now. The story that you've been telling yourself, or the part of you that's been healing or transforming in the last couple of years or last couple of months. What's possible for you if you just decide, I'm going to take the universe's cue and stitch that up and affirm to myself that the healing has happened, and move forward from that place towards my go button, towards my new desire, my new manifestation, my new intention for myself. For know this also, Magic Maker, if you have this kind of like, but what if the healing hasn't actually happened? What if there was still more for me to learn? It's all good, because the universe will just bring it to you in another way. It will happen. The healing that you need always turns up for you. The universe is going to be arranging that and co-creating that with you. But this is something that the universe cannot do for you. The universe cannot let go for you. That's us, earthbound. We make the decisions. Okay, all right, I need to place that down. I need to really dig into the forgiveness of that. Or I really just need to stop affirming that in my life. Or I'm not going to be in that vibration anymore. These are the types of declarations that you can declare while Chiron is coming and saying the healing has happened. And look just over there, there's a massive green go button. Don't you want to push that button with releasing something that is actually ready to go? So as I'm speaking, whatever is tuning up for you, whatever is kind of sparking in you, maybe that's it, Magic Maker. Maybe that's, let that go. And sometimes we give ourselves such a hard time around, how do I let go? You can just actually affirm, I can now let this go. You can ask the universe or angels or any particular god or deity that you pray to, can you just take this on my behalf? Great to do that type of prayer just before sleeping, because then when you're sleeping and your resistance is low, they can actually activate that magic for you. But this is, I think, one of our great opportunities right now. And Magic Maker, today, Wednesday, we are actually heading towards that new moon, which is going to be Friday the 1st of April. But we're not quite there yet. So what you can do is follow the moon. The moon at the moment is dark. We're going into dark moon, which is, the dark moon is just before the first light of the new moon. Right? And at dark moon, what we are advised to do is to go within, to the deeper, darker places within us, to pause, reflect, dig in. Is there one last conversation you have to have with self around what you need to let go? Is there one last entry in the journal? Is there one last lighting of the candle? Is there anything to learn here before you're ready to let it go? And I'm not saying that letting go is easy. Trust me, you're speaking to somebody who I feel like I am becoming a master at surrendering and letting go, because it's one of my life lessons absolutely this time round. And I am in a cycle right now where I'm being asked to do a big let go, and I'm feeling it, but I'm also feeling what is on the other side of the letting go. So that's the other thing you can start to tune into as this moon starts to bring the light. Tune into what is on the other side of the letting go. So magic makers, we are in Aries, warrior, fire energy, moving towards that in our new moon on Friday. You are being invited by the universe to just add a layer of release, make some space, step towards that go button and launch whatever it is that you are ready to say yes to in your world, whatever your big life magic is. Take a step towards that now, for you take one step and the divine's going to take 10 right towards you. Now, some other offerings for you magic makers. On Friday, I am going to be doing the Friday frequency, which is where I tune into the energy, give a little energy report, and then guide a meditation infused with some Reiki love. That is going to be available on Friday. Look out for the Friday frequency. And as always in Big Life Magic and our community, on Friday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there will be the new moon circle of magic. So if you're interested in gathering with a community of magic makers to set your intentions for this amazing opportunity with your go button, then you are welcome to join us in the new moon circle of magic. I will link that below also. And magic maker, breathe in now. What's done? What is healed? What can I in this dark moon let go? Release, forgive. And then, what's sparking up? Where's the fire? What's the warrior in you saying? If you say warrior in me, what do you want? What direction do you want to go in? Then go in that direction and step up on Friday and hit your go button. This is my wish for you. Magic makers, as always, it is my delight to be your magical guide, and just in case you forgot, I am here to remind you that you, my friend, you are the magic. Big love.